Now on our breaking news, rescuers trying to help trapped passengers on the Sky Cabin ride at Knott's Berry Farm. Stu Mundell is live overhead in Sky 2. Stu.
Well, we're watching now as the firefighters from Orange County Fire Authority made their way all the way to the top of this 300-foot pole where that Sky Cabin would have been at the top. Now, we have it right there. They're about 150 feet from the, 130 feet from the ground. They're in no peril at this time, but they are definitely stuck. Orange County Fire Authority has got to figure out a way to get all 18 of those passengers off of this ride safely. Right now, though, they're still making their way to the cabin itself. It looks like they're going to be doing a rappel of about 130 feet. Live in Sky 2 over Knott's Berry Farm. I'm Stu Mundell. Back to you guys in the studio.
Well, let's shift to CBS 2's Stacy Butler live on the ground at Knott's. Stacy.
And Paul, that's right, from the ground, this is what we see, and it's what Stu was just showing you. You can see these are the tactical guys with Orange County Fire Authority. They go in for urban search and rescue. We saw them in their harnesses and their ropes climb up the side of this, and you can see just where the stars are. One of those guys right there dangling now. As we understand it, the plan is for them to climb down that post and get to the elevator area of this ride. And at that point, it's unclear if they're going to use the ladder to one by one take these 18 people off of this ride. This is pretty harrowing. It's pretty hairy to be out here and watch. Crowds out here on the ground are gathering. People kind of holding their breath as they're just watching this one tactical firefighter kind of dangling there. You can see him now belaying, it looks like, down. His goal is each guy here is about a half a dozen of them. They're going to take each person out one by one, and we will be right here and definitely keep you posted with this developing news story from the ground here at Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park.
Well, Stacy, we're just going to keep watching this for a bit. These guys are highly trained. We spoke with a captain with OC Fire during our news at 5 o'clock when this story first broke. And he said these guys have actually trained for these similar situations with rides at Knott's Berry Farm and everything that they have to encounter in Orange County. So he said they're highly trained personnel. They're technical rescue teams, as he called them. And he said they're prepared for this. He said they're working closely with the engineers and workers at Knott's Berry Farm to figure out a plan of attack. Apparently, so far, this is what they've come up with. They get that guy down there, let him get in the elevator and get on board with everybody and reassure them that everything's going to be okay. You know, Stacy, the good news is you have a heavy jacket on. The good news is these people are in a ride that's enclosed and not one that's exposed to the conditions outside.
Yeah, that's right. It was raining a little bit earlier. And Paul, getting back to these guys, these are the technical rescue guys. So remember Katrina? They're the ones that went to Katrina for 30 days at a time. They do train heavily for this. They're specific with what they do. They're not just the regular guys that just go out and fight fires. They do train a lot for this. They go through rubble. They belay off of buildings all the time. So this is what they do. As harrowing as it looks, you know, for us, certainly here on the ground, this is the specific unit, what they're ready and prepared to do. I can't imagine being in the cabin there right now and just really not knowing what's going on.
You know, Stacy, I'm with you. I mean, these guys train for this. That guy right there, I mean, he's got to trust his training. The other thing is he's got to trust the men and women he works with. And I'm sure he does implicitly, but as you pointed out, watching this is harrowing.
Yeah, you can see him there, almost touching the top of that cabin. And you know, the next part of this is the people inside are going to have to not panic and trust him.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what? Once he's inside with them, I'm sure it will be reassuring for those people in there that at least they know someone could get to them and that there's an effort taking place to get them down.